For session 66.
Oh, one more.
Yep, one more.
Damn.
One
3
more.
more though.
What? Finish your sentence.
I said 3 more though.
Well, that's true as well. There's 2 big, very important numbers coming up. Very important.
Milestones.
I guess you could say it's a milestone, yeah. Big milestone. Now, who wants to take bets? How many sessions this campaign's gonna last?
6, 7.
Is this gonna last until the next one?
At least.
Well,
Were we
Time to pack it
TPK?
well, we'll see what happens with whatever plans you decide to do. So, last session. Does anyone want? Actually, you know what? Let's just get it straight into the thick of it. I'm not gonna do a recap. You guys just did downtime for 4 weeks. Ivar.
Whoa, let's not downplay that I got gaslit by Vesper for 4 whole weeks.
Okay, hold on.
It wasn't a 4 hole.
Anyways, Ivar, did you ever decided on what you wanted to do for your 4 weeks of downtime? I kind of had you
Is it
just
still
help
snowing?
around. Yes, the snow is continuing. It's persisting.
Okay. How far away is Last Hearth, out of curiosity?
Last Hearth? Let me look at the map. You mean Winter Hearth, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, your
Is it not
hometown.
Last Hearth?
No, it's Winter Hearth.
Right. Okay.
It's okay. Maybe you got it confused with a different place. Yeah, at least you got part of it, right?
Probably. It's on the right track.
Right now, because there's not really any boat travel, it probably would have taken you a week.
To get there.
Yeah.
Okay. I've already probably help out the first week around town, and then he would go travel to Winter Hearth, visit the wife and kid, and then drop off the what was it? I got some nice wine. I got the spike chain for the mantle off that giant.
Yep.
And then the jewelry set for I forget her name. It's written down somewhere. Anyways,
Oh, no.
Your wife's name?
yes,
Elva.
Elva.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Okay, yeah, do I have anything for my son? No, I don't got anything for him. I'll have to get his own stuff. Yeah, and then I'll come back and then, see where Full Crest is at for the last week
Okay,
and see where his talents are most needed.
sure. I think, yeah, so during the first week, it was Ren was building a memorial for those
Nice.
that had fallen. So he would have been present there, probably helped out as well. Maybe helped the town in addition to that. But otherwise, I do believe weeks 2 and 3, people were kind of doing their own thing. So, kind of lucky timing. And then weeks 3 and 4, people were kind of studying or expanding their horizons, I suppose.
Nice.
But in the last week, you would have seen the return of G. Would have been quite a shock. In addition to that last session, as you guys are making your way to the mayor's estate, you saw Vesper come out of hiding, I suppose, and shock the party with that as well. So you have 2 of your party members return in some way, somehow they returned.
Some capacity.
But yeah, and you guys are making your way to the mayor's estate.
The mayor.
For a meeting, of course, because who doesn't like meetings?
Nice.
Okay. So, as you...
Jump scare?
What?
No, just kidding.
No, I want to hear what you say. Said that.
I said jump scare.
Oh, I can give you a jump scare. Hold on, let me show you something. Actually, never mind. It's a spoiler. As you find yourselves in the council, or the chamber of the Moonstone Keep, you are surrounded by the old stone and the smell of burning wax. You can see a long table of dark oak running through the length of the room. You and the rest of the party are sitting on one side, and the Lord Mayor Illis sits on the other, alone, with his hands folded on the table in front of him. And through the narrow windows behind him, you can see just barely a glimpse of the lower quay, where there's tons of scaffolding, missing rooftops, and ultimately, missing buildings where they once stood. While the sky is clear of the pyramid, it still continues the blizzard. But otherwise, you see the Lord Mayor watching you, and he's been quite patient since you entered, holding this stillness. To those that have learned patience, or to be patient in a hard way, he says to you, "It's been 4 weeks. I hope you found the time to be restful. Ultimately, I called you here, not just because G has returned, despite him being killed or missing since that day, but to ask a few questions about this whole situation as a whole. And I thought it would be helpful and just best if I asked them directly towards you all."
Aye, makes sense.
One thing that while you were away, ultimately, is just the pyramid as a whole. We spent a lot of time going through old documents and exhausting our resources to figure out why the pyramid was here. And at least from what I can gauge, your arrival before it all kind of began to crumble definitely is not a coincidence. Is there anything you have to say in that matter, or on that matter?
Wasn't us. Oh. At
Was
this
it
point,
us?
Like, I think we have to have figured out what the connection between the pyramids and Mr. Big Bad is, right?
Well, so when you say it wasn't us, technically you were in the pyramid, but I don't think you were responsible for bringing it to Falcrest, but you were in it for sure. Not too sure from that though.
Hmm.
Well, all I know is that we were in there when it got teleported above this town. Other than that, I'm at a loss.
As he kind of watches you all as a whole and kind of has to interpret your response. One thing that's pretty clear is that he doesn't seem super satisfied with that answer. Just kind of looking at him. But otherwise, he kind of begins to speak again. And he says to you all, one thing that we did find out about, well, the pyramid as a whole was that it's magic, how it's sustained, was tied to Fallcrest, in a sense. You found out that the previous Lord Mayor's ancestor was responsible for, I guess, not building it, but tying its energy to the ley line that now we know about here in Fallcrest.
Could you tell us about this person?
The ancestor of the Lord Mayor?
Yeah.
Well, her name was Aranda Marklehay. They were, effectively a wizard, to say the least. And I'm sure, especially you, Vesper, you would know that wizards of the more ancient day had access to magics and powers that have been lost to time. And knowledge, of course. But one thing that is for certain is that the Septarch's Tower, where the Moseran resides, was one of those key sources of energy connected to the ley line and how it ultimately sustained that pyramid. And that pyramid was created specifically with the help of the Eladrin at the time and the human mages of that era to imprison Kiravakos in there. Do one of these. Can you roll that for me, Vesper? Pick up that dice. Literally. And then just throw it around.
Whoa.
Okay.
Shit.
Not sure about this throwing situation.
Well, you just gotta pick it up and
Hey.
do that. Alright, I'm gonna remove this. Thank you. Otherwise, I guess this is pretty prevalent for you, Vesper, but you do see a slight shimmer surrounding the Lord Mayor, of course. It's the same thing you saw last time. But otherwise, when you hear the Lord Mayor kind of talk about the prison of, and the pyramid as a whole, his language and the way he almost like present himself towards you all. Kind of gives you off the vibe that, you know, he's studied quite a bit during this time to try to really knowledgeable, and you would definitely identify this, Vesper, and also you, Ivar, of how his terminology is being worded here. Welcome, Pug.
Hola.
To catch up to speed, we're just talking with the mayor. He's kind of just asked about your guys' connection to the pyramid, and if you have anything else to say about that. I think it specifically just said your arrival and the pyramid before it crumbled doesn't seem to be a coincidence, or at least that's what he's trying to imply. If anything else you want to add, G?
Did anybody in the party add anything?
Ivar didn't really know, so he just said that, yeah, we were on the pyramid, but beyond that, he doesn't have a clue.
Well, I already told him from like our point of view of like how we got there.
I think no. When we last session, we kind of held everything until you all were with the party. That's what he said.
But like when we first came back, we told him like we found this item that like absorbed us.
Right.
I don't know if we didn't. I'll let him know that like we found Gortash's group or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And when we picked up a certain item of theirs, we all got pulled in.
Yeah.
And then we basically had to fight our way out.
As Illis, continues to be comfortable in the silence. He then kind of asks you all, were you in any capacity aware, or were you aware of Caravaco's existence prior to entering the pyramid?
I don't think we were.
I'd heard the name before.
I think we like, yeah, I think like the only thing we heard was just like it was like a powerful mage, right?
And then I will follow up on that. Did you do anything within the pyramid that might have influenced or caused the pyramid to, I guess, almost I want to say malfunction or change its course?
was trying to blame us. Holy shit. Hmm. Perhaps killing Karavakos. We did it twice in the temple and then outside of the temple, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, passed up our chance to do the third fight in the pyramid.
Gia will say that we had to kill Karavakos like 6 times because he kept just divvying himself up. Because that's like what? There was the main one, and then there was like the 4 in like the final fight, and then there was like the 2 in the temple. So yeah, that's like about 6.
We have had our run-in with him.
If there's someone to blame, it's me.
Why's that? I mean, as a party, you are all collectively responsible. Not just a single person can take the blame.
If I had more time in the pyramid, perhaps we could have done things more clean.
I mean, I don't know if we need to go around assigning blame or anything.
That is true. I do want you all to, understand. And I think you know it, maybe, even. That ultimately, whatever actions that have been done are in the past now. The city has buried many, and the lower keys being rebuilt, and the truth as to why it happened, the pyramid's appearance, doesn't really serve anyone's interest. I just wanted to get some clarity. This city, myself especially, and everyone else is grateful for what you accomplished that day. And regardless of what sequence of events that happened within the pyramid and out, we are here. And I suppose all I'll really ask is, going forward, what ask of you, require you to do, at least, is as he kind of folds his hands here, to continue to be available and monitor your actions to a degree. I'll have you all make a perception check for me.
My favorite kind.
Yup.
What kind of perception check?
Sight. Your favorite.
I have failed a lot of people in this city, so. But while I was gone, I stopped in Harkin. That is where I awoke. And it seems they're under new management.
Arkin.
Yes, I woke up in the Harkin forest.
What made you decide to stop in Arkenwald?
It was nearby. I figured the party had succeeded, so they didn't particularly need me at that very moment, so I figured I would explore nearby towns to see if similar things have been happening. And I don't remember what the banner was, but I would explain what it would look like to him and to the party.
Okay.
I actually don't remember what it was.
I know what it is, but I just can't remember how to describe it. But the Lord Mayor, Illis, is going to say, as you kind of describe this banner to him, says, I know of this banner you speak of. It is of the Iron Circle. The Iron Circle is, well, how to describe it?
Not the friendliest.
Wouldn't necessarily say that, but ultimately they are a band of mercenaries, so multiple groups of mercenaries under one flag. They are more prevalent down south. And Ren, you would kind of, as the name comes up at this point, this band, the Iron Circle, they originate close to your homeland, down in the Emerald Barony. And you know them to be not particularly good people, but they have been gaining a large amount of influence, especially before you had left to the Vale now. But the most important part is that they are like a rising force. Almost, they're not like super unified, but just their sheer numbers gives them quite an advantage. And they are expanding their influence in many, many areas.
When you say they're bad, what exactly do I think that they were up to?
I'm going to say... I guess the easiest way is they extort primarily. They take over regions, extort them out of money, supplies, resources, so on and so forth.
Like towns.
It can be with towns, but like as I stated prior, their region of influence is expanding almost to the equivalent of at this point maybe like small countries or small like regions. So they are it's a little powerful.
Maybe not the group we want to mess with then.
But the Lord Mayor asks you, G, was it just Harkin that you saw that they were in control of, or?
That was the only place I stopped before coming here.
I will. I guess you weren't here, but communication has been a little tough, especially since this blizzard has rolled in a few months ago. And I suppose that's one of the things that has happened within that time. I mean, travel will not be particularly easy either. I don't think by any means we are in a position, at least right now, to investigate, but this is something that I will note down.
When I did try to speak to them, and I kind of explained who I was, I suppose, they still turned me away, I suppose. Said that I guess I had no business to be there. Which, to be fair, I didn't, but I just was checking in to see if I could speak to anybody. But
Arkenwald is literally a series of towns and villages that make up that region. Normally you can just walk in. That's just how, I guess, friendly that place truly is to most. If that interaction is any indication of how their new, leadership is handling relations now, then maybe we should do a little more sooner, but when we can, of course. I do want to ask. Was there anything you learned about Karavakos during your final encounter, or even in your time in the pyramid? I mean, given that he was plane sealed in that mini demi-plane, and was a prisoner for quite some time. Was there anything you learned that you would share? Maybe that might not bode well or impact the future? as he waits in the silence. Kind of says, well then, I guess you truly did just have to battle your way out with not much time to think.
Yeah, we're probably gonna die. The consequences of our actions are a bit more of an afterthought.
That is fair.
Actually, some of us did die in that pyramid.
Yes. Everdeen, correct?
Yes, unfortunately.
She was a beacon of redemption. While I'm at it, I would like a recall knowledge check from Vesper. I think that's it, because no one else is... and G. G, you can do it as well. Well then. To kind of go back as to the perception check I asked for. G, Vesper, and Rywin. I guess Rywin in particular. You are going to notice what seems to be, at least on his desk, almost a ledger or a... How do I guess ledger is the right word for it. Like a report, I guess is the right word. Yeah. That seems to be pretty unique. You recognize it to be a Fey ledger, and this one in particular, as you kind of gleam its contents, seems to be a report about prisoners, most notably very dangerous ones. You can clearly see Karavakos' name on it, and then a few other names that are there, of which I am going to message you them. I'll do that in a second. But it's pretty clear it's a pretty old record of prisoner names. And you are aware of one prison up north, near one of the Fey portals that traverse between this plane and the Fey realm. But otherwise, that? It's at this point when the Lord Mayor is going to open one of his drawers and pull out a document. This formal document, and he kind of explains it to you all, is titled Warden of Fallcrest, and it does bear his the Lord Mayor's seal. And he gives each and every one of you one of these documents, giving you, the authority, to kind of represent Fallcrest in a sense, but does give you an official piece of how important you are. So you do gain the title Warden of Fallcrest if you want to equip it in game sense. But otherwise, Lord Mayor asks you now, what is your plan going forward? I know you're still hired to, chart the Vale and its lands, but given everything that has happened, I'm sure things change. Or do you have more of an interest to go in somewhere in particular?
Perhaps we should go to the other nearby cities and I guess people don't even know if Reynold is dead or not.
That is true. He was on the captain's... Well, he was a captain of the Council Guard. He was an important person there. I was going to suggest, if you are going to pick a direction, if you were going to Hammerfast, it'd be with the place I'd like to reestablish communication with. But again, you are free to do whatever you wish.
How about we stop charting for the time being and try and reestablish, I don't know, relations with nearby cities?
Is Harkenwald on the way to Hammerfast?
Okay, I will activate the other map then.
I don't think so.
Okay. So as we look at the map, you know Harkenwald is this general region over here. It's a collection of towns and villages, mostly farmers though, but it technically is not on the way, but there is... It's not on your map, there is a trail that people go from Harkenwald to Hammerfast. But obviously it's not a very fast way.
Well, shit. Yeah, I mean, Hammerfast seems good a place as any to start. Unless anyone else has somewhere in particular.
I have no qualms.
I don't
As long as I
recall.
can wander around.
As long as you can spread the good word. Hey.
That's what I was going to say, but too on the nose.
I don't remember where Evadine's from, so I guess we can start with Reynold.
Evadine's from outside of the Vale.
Never mind. What the hell?
Explains so much better.
Well, I guess Hammerfast seems realistic. So, are people, not people, are other cities, I guess, kind of like, how is this deed, or whatever, not deed, but this title he gave us going to have other cities react, I guess, like just normal? Like, that doesn't mean anything to them, I guess, or...
Ultimately, it's just, you know, it's proof that you're actually someone important. Especially, you're being backed by the Lord Mayor of Fallcrest too. It would be pretty hard for people to forge. That's for sure. But ultimately, it's just a document, and it's proof of who you are and what you mean to the great city of Fallcrest. Hammerfast. Okay. Lord Mayor will say as well, just keep in mind we haven't been able to really communicate with them in a few months. So I don't know if you have any means of sending word magically or such, but if you could report back in some capacity of what's going on to me, or well, just to me, that would be ideal.
I've got the method.
Never strikes me as one to have the means, Ivar, but I trust you.
Huh. Right.
I mean, you were a man of physicality and words.
Physical.
I mean, when I expect your presence, it's usually in person, you know what I mean?
Well, it will be sort of like we're in person. You'll see. It'll be a good surprise.
All right. Otherwise, how many of you speak Fey again? Let's see.
I actually think I do. No, I speak Elvish.
I got it.
Never mind.
Ivar, Rywan, Vesper.
Okay. All right. No. All right. Oh, you need to type it in character. Public as character. This. I don't think it's gonna work because I don't have a character selected. Oh well. Okay.
We're speaking in hieroglyphs, holy.
True. That is a weird looking symbol.
What? Yo. That's actually kind of sick. Why does the first character look like a butt?
Don't worry about it. Okay.
There's just a whole bunch of interesting symbols going on here.
I mean,
The last one looks like an ear.
Yeah, dude.
Half of them look like the molecule
The molecule.
diagrams.
Michael,
Which
what
I feel
I feel like I'm
molecule is it?
almost
You
just
know, Kev.
looking at like a bunch of
No, like
missing
the
you.
whole thing.
Some carbonyls.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I see some like some aldehydes maybe. I guess like That one of those oxygens is triple bonded, so I don't know. I don't know about that.
This is flying over my head right now.
Play.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't put that one on an exam.
All right.
Actually.
Okay.
Probably cool.
Do you have anything else to say to the mayor before this meeting is concluded?
Yeah. I'd like to ask the Lord Mayor a little bit more about his family.
Why do you ask? I mean, this is kind of out of the nowhere. For me, at least.
No, you mentioned ancestors, so I'm wondering.
Well, I was referring to the previous Lord Mayor and his ancestors.
I see. So,
Right.
do you have any family?
I did.
You did?
Yes. A brother. A mother, of course, and a father. They all passed away a long time ago. We weren't exactly on the best of terms before I saw them. And then the last time I heard, well, they had all passed away. Doesn't exactly leave you feeling great, knowing that you left on bad terms. I'll just say in addition to that, he is gonna just hold his smile, but you can't really tell if he's like smiling at like coping or it's just a natural way he's trying to present himself.
Oh, that's a shame to hear. Do you know how your brother passed?
He was killed. Enough of me. Enough of these depressing stories. There's been enough sadness in this city. Well, in other words, thank you again for everything you've done. And just keep in mind what I've said today. Of course, do wish you luck in charting out Vale, of course. I'm sure it will be done soon. You only have 6 months left, I believe, or so, to complete it. But I'm sure you'll get that done relatively fast.
Aye.
Speak to you all very soon, I suppose. And then he kind of goes back to his paperwork, and you may leave if you decide, I guess. I don't know why you would stay around.
Yeah, we'll leave it to the paperwork. Or at least our Valor will.
Actually, since Enki is back in character, or out of character, did you have any questions for the Lord Mayor as the meeting concludes?
I don't even know what to ask. But I'm back. Yeah, like sorry, took a while.
Oh,
Returned.
all right then. In that case, you will return to your estate. Your lovely estate, where it has heated baths, heated showers, a crafting station, furnished rooms for each and every one of you. As
Oh,
you can begin your plan forward. Do have to ask, Vesper, where are you putting that that glyph?
I put it in my bedroom.
Okay, got
That
it.
I share with Rywin unless Rywin has decided she's too mad to be roomies anymore.
We're still roomies.
We might have a teleportation clip in the room now.
Okay. I'm going to send you some names that you saw as well, Rywin, on the ledger, the report. I'm sending it to you in the DMs.
In the DMs.
These are not high value, but like dangerous prisoners. The heck?
oh, G and Vesper are back, and an extra player. Oh, commoner.
Yep. Almoner has joined the party. There you go. Those are the list of names.
Who was the hand in the kite? Vesper or G?
Nobody.
I guess Vesper. Nobody. Oh.
That was just a dream or a vision that you saw. You don't know? Okay. So, as it is about midday, we are in the equivalent of February, I think.
My favorite month.
Yes. Okay, yeah, it is February. This month has 28 days. Okay. How would you like to proceed? You've charted a plan or have the preliminary plans of heading towards Hammerfast. Done some time here, helped rebuild, relax. Of course, you can always stay at your estate if you want. It is quite comfortable after all. But how would you like to proceed?
I haven't had a bath in 1,000 years, so.
It's been 4 weeks. Surely you had a bath during that time.
Oh, right. I didn't know the estate was as far as visually, it looked like it was in ruins. So
It was in pretty good shape, all things considered.
okay. Okay, yeah, I'll have a nice bath then.
Surely Ren's spell includes a bath or something. The one that gives you a full night's rest.
No.
Yeah, it actually says a full night's rest plus a bath.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, no being stinky.
Mhm.
What happens if you have the gene that just you don't stink? Boom.
Oh, the one where you can't sweat.
Well, it's something about your sweat, yeah.
You sweat, but you don't have the bacteria that makes the BO smell. But you do still smell, just not as bad. Anyway,
Just invisible.
I forgot what else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Rywin takes bird baths, so
Okay, nice. Very nice. Oh, Enki, I don't think you were here, but you did, I did give you your feet and stuff.
The new ones. Okay.
Yes, so look in your feats tab and scroll all the way to the bottom and look for renewed vision. That's what you got.
New fish. Living. Oh, I got Living Legend too.
Yes, you got that one as well.
Okay. An Eon Stone. Are these like
Um,
spell? No.
One of them is a spell.
Oh.
Ion stones are items normally.
Yes. So in your case, you did get an item with an Aeon Stone, and then you got 3 feats.
Nice. Recognize threat. Okay, okay. My looting. Remember your training.
Okay. What were you saying, Ivar?
Ivar is going to tavern hop and carouse with the locals. Trying to, drum up any interesting stories or rumors or whatnot.
Rumors, eh?
He'll like, pardon?
Rumors? Yeah, go ahead. Bro.
Yeah. See what's happening. See what people are talking about, and he'll probably pay for some drinks. Get the spirits up of the place. I don't actually think I have that much money. I only have 10 gold.
Yeah, well, you
It's
are like...
actually that one chick from Umbrella Academy.
I mean, you are probably a hero of Falcrest, so I think anytime your presence is made known, you're probably gonna get free drinks if you really wanted to.
But then I'm just shafting the tavern keeper with like.
Well, to be fair, they would be like, "Oh, we wouldn't have our tavern if it weren't for you."
And you attract people to attend the bar because you're there.
Yeah. Oh my God! I saw Ivar. Follow him.
No, I'll slide each one of them a gold. Then the tavern keeps to keep the booze flowing.
Sure.
Yeah, so I don't know how many taverns there are. I think there's the dwarf one, there's like the regular one down like in the lower city, and then that's all the ones I know.
So there are 3 like taverns technically in the lower keys. So the Blue Moon Ale House down here, the Lucky Gnome Tap House, and an inn has a tap house as well. And then obviously there's the dwarf one. There was another one in the upper keys as well, but the owners of that one left when the pyramid gave a bad moment. But yeah.
So yeah, just a gold each, and have a fun night.
Okay. So gathering some rumors, eh? Is there anything in particular that you're looking out for in terms of rumors?
Anything that sounds exciting, I think, sounds like either a battle or fuck, I thought I had some stuff. Maybe anything, spirit related.
Spirit related, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say you will critically succeed a diplomacy check to gather information because I don't think you need a roll for that.
Nice.
Okay. I think the only thing you're really going to get at this time is of the city of Dupond. The city of Dupond is technically pretty close to Falcrest. I'm gonna put you all on the other map again. But there is a city called Dupont in this general region over here, give or take.
Okay.
It's not very big, but it's a city for city standards, I guess, in this region.
Around these parts.
Yeah. It has an interesting history to it. Most notably, there used to be a wizard that lived there, and it had an estate many, many years ago, but it has been left abandoned. I guess in addition to that, there is also a manor not that far away from it, called Kelton Manor, just somewhere to the south, so the south part of the river, somewhere around there, just before the Harken Forest. That's probably something lingering with spirits, given that it has been abandoned for some time.
Yeah.
And then, otherwise, when you're in the dwarf part of town, in Dwarf Town,
Yeah.
I guess what you're gonna just mostly hear is that they haven't heard back from relatives or any communication from them. Something that lines up with what the Lord Mayor has said. But the one thing that is notable is that before communication was lost, the Lord Mayor did employ a whole bunch of stone masons from Hammerfast to rebuild the walls. Most notably in the lower keys, because that's where it's worst. The worst part.
Right. And did they ever show up?
They did show up, and they have rebuilt it, but they have been residing in Fallcrest since then, since there hasn't been any travel between Hammerfast.
Okay, so nobody's come
Yeah.
from Hammerfast since communication went down.
Yeah. I mean,
Yikes.
it's pretty obvious because, the blizzard has kind of mucked up the road, and it was already dangerous already. A lot of these people aren't made to deal with these conditions. But otherwise, those are the rumors that you will hear.
Sick. Thank you.
Anything else from anyone before you decide to maybe disembark for your journey or anything like that?
Did I get those potions I ordered?
Oh, right. Yeah. Let's just say that. I'm just gonna act.
Okay, just tell me how many later.
Yeah. Go ahead, Vesper.
Well, Rywan told me some of the names she saw.
Okay.
And since I recognize one of them, I'd like to try cast that.
Can you make sure you're not public as a character? Do it as a user, I guess, or put it in comments. Yeah. That's. I'm seeing a whole bunch of words. There's some boxes in there too.
Yeah, I'll say it in English.
In English? That's a new language. What is that? Holy.
You can catch up on it.
So you're gonna scry is what you're saying?
Yeah, we'll scry it.
Okay. There you go. Put that there. Read this real quick. Read something real quick. Okay. I'm gonna roll the dice real quick. What is your DC is 38. Okay. I suppose. The spell will fail when you attempt to scry. And nothing happens. You aren't able to glean what's going on. Nice.
Amazing. We keep our
Well, see what happens. All right. Anything else? Well, actually, I suppose you do have the party stash stuff that you might want to figure out, by the way. There's a lot of dragon
Yeah.
parts in there, by the way. There's a lot.
Dude, I don't know. G has an attachment.
I know.
So I don't think I want to mess with them. Oh, shit, there's a +1 Warhammer.
There's hella stuff in here.
Dude, could I have retroactively gave that to my son?
Sure. There's
Alright,
two of
sweet.
them, actually.
Hey,
One for
Take
each
both.
arm.
yeah, one for each arm. Gotta balance it out.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Well, in any case, I guess it'd still be midday, but you know, will be dark soon. So you can choose to either stay around in the town for another day, or if you want to disembark tomorrow or later, even. Up to you. But if you don't have any other business in Falkrest, you're free to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, Ivar's pretty much on standby to ride out, but you know, people have stuff to do. He's not like impatient about it.
Mhm.
He's just sort of touring the city. He hasn't really had a chance to. Well, when he first got here, he kind of was straight to business.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the lower keys has seen better days, but the upper keys are a little bit better. Pretty much unaffected for the most part. You're definitely going to see some adventurers for the first time in a while. Let's say one of the more notable one is with a person with a horn. But other than that, not much else to it. All right. We're gonna take a 5-ish minute break, but right then, we will continue on from there. Let's just say 10 minutes, and then we'll play for
10.
another hour. Then we'll be done. But yeah,
So
all right.
8:40-ish. Okay.
Yeah, 8:39, 8:40, just XX 39, 40, whatever.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We're on it.
Bone smashing.
Bone yeah, bone
Damn.
smashing.
Yeah. Okay.
We should get into bone smashing.
What? That reminds.
Hey, I would
Wow.
be
That
proud.
reminds me in the Hell's Rebels session last time. Sort of.
I find it amusing that like they sell these like snake oil tricks, and then they're all just taking steroids. Like
Yeah.
the real one that works. That's the one that actually works. It's just fucking steroids.
Peptides.
You need to have your BCAAs and then L-theanine. Make sure you get this in your pre-workout, and make sure you have.
L-theanine. What is L-theanine?
I don't know. Fuck if I know.
It's an
Something.
amino acid.
Yeah, and
Well,
then make
got
sure
you,
you
I
get your
got
10
you.
grams of
I
creatine.
figured it was an amino acid. Like, why? Like, MSG's an amino acid. Why aren't we like injecting MSG, guys? Come on.
Some of
Because
us
it's
are.
not natural.
I think it is natural. I think
It is. It comes from seaweed.
Yeah.
I think most notably. I think right.
My roommate was telling me it's in Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
They even grow that shit nowadays.
Well, yeah, you get Parmesan cheese from a Parmesan cheese tree. It grows naturally
Yeah.
on the leaves.
Yeah.
It's as natural as my money tree that I have.
Your money.
Yep.
Well, paper does grow on trees, kind of. So jot that down.
Actually,
We're gonna have to pencil that one.
Computer.
anyways, I wanted to share this homebrew spell that I made. Oh my god. Anyways,
Ooh.
it's called Bone Shatter. If you wanted to break some
Bone
bones.
Shatter.
Homebrew.
Shatter.
Targets bone or similar. Wait, what does bone or similar mean?
If you have an exoskeleton or something.
Oh.
Target a certain section of the bone. My jawline.
You might be talking. What if?
Yeah, you gotta shatter your jawline so it grows back better and
Those
stronger.
Microfractures.
You should
Yeah.
have specified if like you're targeting like a vertebrae or not. Like,
For vertebrae only.
yeah. Doesn't work on slugs or octopuses.
Is that right? I don't think
That
that's
actually is correct. That is,
Really?
That
right.
is
It's not just
the plural.
octopi? Crazy.
But bone shatter doesn't work on the kraken.
Oh,
It's over.
darn. Sorry, guys. I
Well,
mean,
the beak is like I think made of what is an octopus beak made out of?
I thought it is bone.
No, it's probably cartilage, is my guess.
Something like that.
Keratin. Bam.
Keratin? Oh, that's a good guess.
Ooh.
Maybe that's hero point worthy for the legendary in nature. IRL? Holy.
It's made of chitin.
Sure.
Oh, that's the stuff that your fingernails are made out of.
What the
That's
heck?
keratin,
Uh,
but chitin
that's
is
Oh, it's
similar.
Chitin is
Bugs.
like the bugs. Yeah. Insects and crabs. That's chitin. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, back to reality of our
Biologist.
fantasy world. Okay, so you guys are dropping off some dragon parts to Teldorthan before you leave?
Yep.
You're just giving him everything, right? All of the dragon parts?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Like both the heads, the weapon, or not the weapon, the scales, the claws,
Okay.
the teeth.
Remember, okay, so I did take a picture of what you did have. So you had you had 3 teeth, 4 scales, 2
I think it
claws,
was in here somewhere.
and you had I deleted the chat, so it accidentally deleted it. So that's why I took a picture of it or screenshot. And then you have
Oh,
20
this is
liters
what I
of
was talking
dragon
about.
blood.
Sheesh.
There you go. So
Close your eyes. Private.
if there's anything you want to do with that in particular, yeah, just let me know. Otherwise, you will just give it to him, I guess, and you let him freestyle it.
Do you guys have anything in mind that you would need that could be used with this stuff?
Ivor will say something for his wife and kid.
Yeah, I probably would have brought at least like some back. I don't, actually was I. Sarthorax. I wasn't involved in that. No, he wouldn't have.
Well, there was the master.
Also the master.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one that was in the pyramid.
Yeah. Yeah, then a bit of that, but not the white dragon bits.
Okay. All right. In that case, you will begin to head towards Hammerfast.
Should we get our horses drip? Do they need armor or anything?
Oh.
Like, what about horse drip? I didn't even think about that.
Birdie.
We got so much
So-
money, we can just spend money on random stuff.
Is there like a blacksmith? Surely, right? Did he survive?
Yes, he
Tell
survived.
Dorthan! We were just there!
I'm very not locked in. Okay, we should go bug him. Thoughts?
Did we get our horses with armor? Or without?
They're war horses, so they would have came without it. But you did get like they technically wear an armor. It's the one that helps them survive the cold. So there's that.
Okay.
But,
Like, what if we just, like, pimp them out?
I think you should.
You're putting them up for breeding.
I didn't mean it like that, but, like, you know, they are kind of S tier horses, but, we'd have to get paid for that. I was thinking more like, you know, like, we're kind of stylish, but, like, our horses aren't. You feel me?
Yeah, we get some nice barding.
Upgrade the wagon, maybe?
Telling me they don't have nice braids.
Well, they probably do, but, like, we could probably get better ones. Like, I'm just looking at our party stash of 12,000 gold and 10,000 silver.
Gold.
No, Arthur is male. What's Camelot?
They're both male.
He identifies as he. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you know, we never asked.
Nobody
Well-
looked.
Is that how it works for horses?
You just look underneath or something, right?
I don't know. Well, you know what? Someone is a druid in this party, and they can have that conversation.
Well, I
Later.
don't want to
And I
find
wouldn't
the
talk to our
wrong.
horses.
Here, we got some drip for the horses right here.
You're just gonna like inlay a whole bunch of gems into like their armor or something.
Oh,
I don't know, bro. Tell Dorthan's gonna have to take time for that shit. I don't want to. We'll do it later. We'll let him cook for now.
Okay. Sure.
Stop speaking in tongues.
I guess I have to reply back. Wait, 1 second. Wait, what language is this? Oh, okay. Let me talk as Arthur and Camelot real quick. Okay. There you go. Such a shame. Only me and Ryman knows what's being said. Unless you really want to share it.
They don't understand the concept.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Is your food burning again?
God. No. That's in the past, okay?
If
Uh,
you say so.
Yeah, that was like a month ago at this rate. Okay. So party, you are traveling to Hammerfast. Are you just taking the trade road?
Probably the fastest route, yeah.
Yeah, so just keep in mind,
Well, there's a faster road, but
you guys. I was hoping she would forget.
do you mean? We make a scroll every morning.
Okay. What's the plan?
Do we want to go on the trade road or do we want an umbral journey?
What does that cost?
A spell scroll that we generate every morning.
Interesting. I suppose it would be better than sleeping in the cold. I'm for it.
Okay. Give me a second while I calculate travel time, because this is the one time it actually matters.
If we crush somebody.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Okay, so Arthur and Camelot's speed is 40. This,
That's it.
well, they're faster than a lot of people. So, the road is difficult terrain. And you guys move. How many miles per hour?
I could probably walk
2 miles.
2 miles an hour.
You guys move 2 miles an hour.
Whoa. Do we?
Yes.
It's a mile.
I thought I had a thing for this.
Oh, right. Hold on. Yeah, go. You do your thing.
Gotta look. Let me cook. I don't think I actually do have a thing.
I think you do. You just not for remembering it. It is this one. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, the tongue is...
This one.
But that doesn't, like, speed us up. That one helps us from not freezing.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But I thought I had a one to make us go zoom.
Maybe you just
But I
didn't
don't think
take
I
it.
actually do.
I think you just didn't take it.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Because yeah, other things. Okay.
Well, we're basically just invisible.
Yeah, you're always invisible, so nothing. Well, actually, you
Whoa,
guys
whoa,
are.
whoa.
You guys are in the Nether world, so that's a different. That's a different story. I need. Actually, you know what? This is where I get to take out the fun dice. One of you roll a d100. Use that.
I'm getting down. You guys will never guess what I.
I use this on the party, or is this just myself?
It's just you.
Damn.
62. Okay.
So close.
Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, indeed. Okay, well, I guess it's time. I guess it is time. What?
What kind of time?
What do you mean? I'm just saying this above table. I guess it's time. That's all. Something to say about that?
No, I'm good.
Why is that? I have to read the stupid Umbral Journey thing again. Each hour roughly covers as much ground as you would in 3 days. My head hurts.
Just ibuprofen.
Okay. All right. it will take you. Hey, it's okay. Let's just do this. Okay, it will take you 6 hours, give or take, to get to Hammerfast. But you do hear, and this was coming. I'm just saying this was coming. You do hear a very familiar sound, Rywin. It's the sound of wings flapping and of great strength. You can feel it from hundreds of feet away. You can... Okay, well, this was bound to happen eventually, I guess. God damn it. Alright, this is happening. You can see clearly a winged dragon fly in your proximity. Great. It is quite... You know what? You all can just make a recall knowledge check and see if you can identify the dragon, but there's only like 2 dragons that reside in the Netherworld. Well, 2 types of dragons.
I'll recognize the threat.
Sure.
One of the 2, right?
Yep.
Where do I find it again? Recall knowledge. Downtime. Found it.
Okay, Vesper. Yeah, so Vesper recognizes it. Rywin recognizes it. And that is it. You can clearly see an umbral dragon flying above and clearly seeing your wagon on its territory. As it becomes clear it sees you, you are given an opportunity to react appropriately. What do you do? I'll say, let's start with Rywin. You know, umbral dragons are quite notorious. You know that they are they're in their, this is their home turf. They have quite the advantage here. And they cannot resist fresh meat.
I got nothing. So, I mean, maybe, take a second to think about how to best defend ourselves against this enemy.
Okay. How about you, Vesper? You're the most knowledgeable after that. I'll say, in addition to what I just said to Rywin, you would know that they're one of the, and this is your home plane as well, technically. One of the things they like to do is Well, let's just say that they like to turn people to undead, turn them into undead and eat them as a tasty treat. But they are usually quite obscure about what they want to do. To think about. Just to think about.
So much to think about. Well, I guess there's also the. I forgot about that.
Okay, sure, yeah, why not? Okay, well, Ivar or Ren, which one of you would be, quote unquote, like, you know, directing the horses here? I guess also, it could be UG as well if you wish.
Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Go faster. Dude.
Okay.
I don't even know who this guy is either, so like. Is he catching up to us, I guess?
It's flying quite fast, and it's kind of running. I mean, not running. It is flying. Let's just say it can catch up to you guys no matter what, is what you can kind of gauge as you are riding along the trade road, but in the netherworld, the shadow plane.
Man, are we really gonna fight Garatina?
It's not Giratina, man. This isn't Giratina, the time dragon. Come on now.
I thought that was Palkia.
Oh shit. Anyways, it's been a while.
Or Dialga, one of the two.
Giratina.
Giratina's
Giratina is like darkness or something, and then like Dialga is time, and Palkia is space.
There we go.
Giratina represents antimatter, supposedly. There you go.
Yeah, like Shadow.
I guess
Whoa.
so, huh? I guess so.
I'll go talk to him, Shadow. Tell him to calm down.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're going to try to hustle, and we'll see what happens there. So, how much can you guys hustle? I know Ivar has something about it. I think that lets do it a little bit more. That is all I know. Otherwise, it's 10 minutes. Constitution times 10 in minutes. There you go. But you have to use the lowest. I think the lowest out of all of you is 4. I don't think Ivar's here right now.
I am. I'm just looking for it. Gosh darn. Pick up the pace.
Okay. When hustling in a group. The
I don't know what
longest.
this applies, but also got Hardy Traveler. I think that just helps me.
Just helps you. Okay. So it is just so the highest. I think everyone has a +4. Who has the highest constitution?
Uh,
Does anyone have a +5 in con? Is basically what I'm asking.
I don't.
Okay. I think everyone is at literally +4. Surprisingly. Okay.
Let
so
me
we'll
let me
just-
phase back in. What's going on?
Your constitution mod is +4, right? Pretty sure it is.
Mine?
Yeah.
What's it at base? I have a 26 to con.
That's your modifier.
Yeah, +4. I
There you
click
go.
on it. I see. Yeah.
Okay. In this case, I will let pick up the pace and do something for me. So I'll have it go to 5. Okay. So I'll just say as you hustle for the last hour, you come to a point where you're able to kind of avoid the dragon or to kind of outrun it to a degree, keeping yourselves and your distance away fairly well. But in the last 10 minutes of this hustle, you begin to slow down, and Arthur and Camelot is unable to keep up that pace. And so, this is what's going to happen. We're going to do a little bit of a skill challenge victory point to see if you can try your best to deter this dragon away from chasing you. As you can see your destination, at least its shadowy form, in the distance. But if you fail, I'll just let you know, if you fail to do so, you will fight this dragon in the Netherworld. So...
That's fun.
Let's begin with this. I'm going to say you're going to need 12 victory points. All of you can do a main action or a secondary action. The secondary action doesn't provide you points to, the main, 12 that you need, but it does help potentially someone else who's doing a main action. You can only take one main action, though. We're pretty freeform about this, but one of the most notable ones, for example, is obviously attacking the dragon using whatever magic or weapons if you have any. There will always be a riding check for Arthur and Camelot to make sure that they are able to, hold their own, and you're able to help them and guide them correctly. I will say if you do use spell slots, it will give you a +4 bonus to your check. If you use a high enough spell slot, even that helps as well. And the spells, if you do target the dragon, if you have any negative effects, they will carry on into combat if that does happen. So, I will ask who is directing the horses right now. This is probably going to be your job for the entire time.
I'd say it's probably not me.
I will say by default, unless you have piloting lore, nature is technically the default skill. Or
Huge.
Guys, my
Highest
nature
level.
is untrained, so you don't
Okay.
want me up there.
I might be a spellcaster. I'm kind of useless. I can direct the horses. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll be like the little rabbit that's in front of the dog races.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what you're doing. All right. Well, Rywan, you can roll me a nature check to start us off.
Alrighty.
Just keep in mind, a critical success does mean 2 points towards the 12, but otherwise it's always going to be just 1 point for a success. Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, it's okay. 37. That will be a critical success. Oh, did not mean to delete that. So you're going to start off with 2, and you're able to guide our pals here just easily peasily. Okay, I'm gonna put you in initiative so we can kind of just put an order of like whose turn it is. But no worries. Okay. You can just roll perception or whatever for your initiative. This just determines who goes, but Rywan will have gone first. I'm gonna put Rywan at 99. Okay. Please do roll me some initiative, unless you're Rywan. And then... let's see what this dragon will do.
Have no token on the scene.
What? Oh, wait. I haven't put you in the right one. My bad. There you go.
Oh, the whole time.
That,
Yeah.
it's a big boy.
Yeah, they are huge.
You're gonna have to fucking go back home and give Daldorthan some more pieces. Shit, did I say that out loud?
Anyways. So, I'll just do this. And I'm just gonna do this because I don't care. Alright. Vesper, you're first. You are in the wagon. You can
Did
see
you
the
just
dragon.
roll me a nat 20?
Yeah, I did, apparently. Vesper, you are first to act. You see the dragon in the distance. It is flying towards you. The gap has closed. How would you like to proceed in aiding your team here, trying to deter this dragon away?
What color is the dragon?
It's black.
Does that matter for the? I don't know. That matters in like regular D&D.
In Pathfinder, they've kind of deviated from the colored dragons, so now they're just
Probably
types of
for the
dragons.
best.
Yeah.
Dragons of color.
Do we know what? Do not say it. Do we know what type it is then?
Say that again.
Do we know what type it is then?
Is an umbral dragon. So quite literally, one of the dragons that
So-
live in the netherworld.
Would it be weak to holy?
What if we befriended him?
Divine.
We got like me and Vesper. We're pretty, I mean, she's like the magic darkness. I'm like the darkness.
You're the dark. She's capable of handling the dark. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know, man. You'd be a pretty sick pet, though.
Wow. Okay. Well, Vesper? You can see the dragon trying to claw or wing Arthur and Camelot, and where you are in the wagon. Maybe try to go for a bite as it continues to chase you all down.
How far away are they?
Well, its head is definitely able to reach where the wagon is, so I'll just say 20 feet.
That's really close.
Like, it's literally not trying to
Super
gnaw.
close.
Okay, chains.
Try to cast that.
Okay. It will make a reflex save. Let's see how this will go. Okay. So it becomes grabbed by the chains immediately, and you can sustain it. That is pretty good. All right, so you summon these chains of light, and it grabs onto the dragon, pulling it back as you guys advance forward. That is pretty good. I'll say that will give you, a point. So you are up to 3 points now. That's actually very good. Cool. Very cool. Dang.
So the distance got bigger?
Well, this is all happening simultaneously, so it wouldn't be until the next round where the distance has like truly moved. But yeah, so technically they're still 20 feet behind you, but they are getting grabbed onto by these chains of light. Okay, Ren, you are up. How would you like to proceed in aiding the dragon? You see it get grabbed by the chains.
Make sure this works.
Okay. Yeah, fear will work versus it. Let's see how that goes though.
Will save to me.
Oh. Okay.
Success by 1, but it's still frightened.
Yeah, it's still frightened. Okay, so I'll bring you up to 4. Wonderful. G, you are up. How would you like to go about things here?
I feel like G would shoot him with an arrow, but I kind of want to talk to him.
Okay, what are you gonna say to it?
What is it that you want?
As you shout that at this dragon.
In Draconic.
Oh, in Draconic too. Okay. Who else understands Draconic? I think literally all of you do.
I think it was just 3 of us.
Really?
I think it's me, Vesper, Ryman.
Oh, shoot. Okay. It's gonna say in Draconic, I sense a shadow so unique. I need it. Obviously, when it says that, there are 2, I guess technically 3 people that have interesting shadows. So it could mean reference to any of them, but it's clear that it is attracted to whatever magical signature that shadow has. That's kind of what you can gauge. I'll say this will be your primary action, or technically a secondary action that you'll take. So you'll roll me diplomacy, G, and this will be an aid check, and then you can get a recall knowledge, or I'll give you a piece of information if you guys want. Just if you want, of course.
Reroll this. Or be serious.
Okay, so you'll add a +1 to the next check for whoever wants it. But I will say it does have a unique ability. I'll just put it in the chat for all of you. And then you can read it. Otherwise, Anki, you're up. What would you like to do? It's kind of
Slow it down. I'll hit it with my extended
Sure.
Earthbreaker, right?
Yep. Go for it. Just make a strike.
Strike.
Okay. You'll just hit it. But nothing else. So that'll bring you up to 5 points. And then Ivar, what would you like to do?
Ivar would like to cast a spell.
Sure.
It's a brand new one.
A brand new spell, huh?
Press. We're gonna go
Falling Sky.
As these old soldiers that used to fight alongside Grandpa Olaf
Ooh.
come spearing down with spears in hand, round shields on their back, coming down from the sky, trying to pin this thing to the ground.
Grandpa
Nice.
for the win.
Very nice. Okay. So I'll make a fortitude save. That is a fail or success by 1. So it's knocked prone. Okay, so knocked prone, grabbed by the chains, hit by Anki. So we'll bring you up to 6 points. And then that will be your turn. We'll go to the dragon's turn. It is going to attempt. Okay, actually, let me roll this. Okay. Okay, we'll attempt to escape. Sorry?
Gotta let the dog go pee up your back.
Yeah, go for it. Okay. It will leave, escape out of its chains as it breaks free immediately, and then stands up. And then I think at this point it will try and just fly towards you all. And it is able to close the distance one more time. As that happens, Rywen, you are up next. As you can see the dragon flying over you now. Make a nature check for me to see if you can get Arthur and Camelot to maybe maneuver out of the way, or even just get it underneath and out of its shadow.
To the left.
Well, they do move to the left. And unfortunately for you, you still critically succeed, so this is going to bring you up to 8. Able to maneuver them appropriately. But, the dragon's still within range. And trying to do something. Vesper, you are up. You can still choose to sustain your spell if you want to try to reapply it to the dragon.
Yeah, let's attempt to sustain.
Okay. Another reflex save. I think that's still a success, but it becomes grabbed once again as you summon these chains. Bringing you up to 9. Ren, you're up. This basically seems to be a repeat of what happened last round. How would you like to contribute to this?
I've already feared. Could I make What can I do other than cast a spell or throw something at it? Could I pray? Would that do anything? Yeah, I don't think so. Are we winning or losing right now?
We're pretty.
You're at
on.
9 of the 12 victory points, so
Oh, okay, we're doing okay.
yeah.
Could I try to holy light it?
Sure. Okay. Make your attack.
Yes, sir. I like dice boxes like a fidget toy, so because it's being closed when it gets to my turn.
Really.
I just like to play with it.
It is fun to play with. Alright, you will hit. You can roll your damage.
Nice.
As you send some holy light out, maybe to try to blind it or something.
I don't know, it's like when a shark swims up at you and you smack its nose, just go away.
Yeah.
It happens to me every week.
Every
Right.
week?
Yeah.
Really? Why is that?
Nah, I don't fucking swim.
Alright,
Or
you're up
live
to
near
10.
an ocean.
That's true. Alright, G.
I guess I kind of do.
mean, I guess you do technically. How would you like to proceed here, G? This thing is once again chained, getting smacked. It is lingering above you and the horses, but you guys have kind of maneuvered a little bit away. How do you contribute to this chase? He hates me.
No, I'm trying to cook, man. I want to talk to him again.
Okay.
Let him cook.
Why do you want this shadow so bad? Like, perhaps we could come back and you could see it again.
He'll reply to you and say, would you pass up on an opportunity of a lifetime if you've never seen something like this or experienced it? It's a delicacy. My diet needs it.
Shadow's our friend, not food.
Interesting.
Alright. You can make a diplomacy check for me, and someone can get the bonus.
Can I use a deception instead?
Sure.
Because, like, no way in God's name I'm coming back here. What the hell? Hell no!
Okay. Alright, +2. Enki, you get to add a +2. What do you want to do? You just gonna smack it
Same
again?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be my guest. Okay.
Oh, that's a +20.
Well, yeah, roll your critical damage.
I get to damage it this time? Nice.
Oh yeah, you always get to damage it.
Oh, last time there was no damage. Was there?
There was.
Okay, sweet.
8. Okay, so prone.
So does he just disappear into the darkness?
Alright, so he gets shoved a bit, gets proned, and will take this damage.
Wait, prone means he falls.
Yes, he falls.
Time, right?
Looks like it's going to be falling onto Arthur and Camelot. I'm going to get... So, with Enki's critical hit, that is going to bring you guys to 12, but this happens at the same time, simultaneously, as because it's just flying over you and it's falling, I will have Rywin make a nature check, and then Arthur and Camelot are going to make a reflex saving throw to see if they can do something about this. Okay, so you're going to add a +4 to this. The DC isn't particularly too hard, but they just can't critically fail. Who wants to use a hero point?
I'll use my hero point.
Okay. Okay, it's not a critical fail. And Arthur and Camelot are able to maneuver at the guidance of Rywin. And as the dragon falls and is chained to the light, you are able to end this encounter and ride off in the distance as the dragon shoots its breath weapon, but is unable to reach where you guys are riding off to. You are able to successfully exit out of the Netherworld and into Hammerfast. Okay. As you emerge out of your umbral journey, you are once again hit by the cold and freezing temperatures, as well as the blizzard that persists. One thing that becomes immediately clear to you all is Hammerfast and the Dawnforge Mountains behind it. Ryren, you in particular, because you are a storm druid, you are unimpeded by all of this mist, fog, snow obscuring your vision. You're able to see just fine. Because of this really awesome feat called Stormborn.
Heck yeah.
You do feel, now that you're in the vicinity of Hammerfast, in the high peaks just behind Hammerfast, a specific mountain range kind of calls to you. You don't know what it is, but your blood begins to it wants to move in that direction, but you're not too sure why. Otherwise, as you look from outside of just Hammerfast as a whole, you are going to be met with these large stone walls. They're quite old, but it has this feeling of holiness surrounding the city as well. But at the same time, you feel the duality of what is this ominous feeling kind of just shrouding the entire place. You don't know if it's just the blizzard and the wind howling, but at least from where you stand, Hammerfast stands quiet. As you approach the road that leads into Hammerfast, you can see that the door is closed, and the watchtowers where guards would normally be standing post are, well, not present. You might want to put your mic closer, E.
No. I already just said it's strange. Where's everyone gone?
Well, I guess I'll go find out. Why not? It's just a focus spell. 4th level invisibility on myself, so how long is that? 10 minutes?
Yep.
And then I'll, I guess, just scale the wall.
Sure. Just make an athletics check.
Yo, do I? Bro, I'm just gonna teleport. We're too lazy.
Okay. Alright.
You guys just see 2 clouds of mist appear. One from where G was standing and one to like on top of the tower, kind of.
As you teleport to the top of the tower, next to the gatehouse and the gate ward as a whole, you'll look upon the inner parts of the city. It's empty. Snow is piling up, snow is untouched, and not a single person can be seen.
open the gate.
Sure. You'll open the gate, allowing passage for the rest of your party members to walk through.
Open the bloody gate.
And then I'll keep adventuring ahead and like kind of scout.
As you walk in just a little bit ahead of the party, obviously invisible, leaving tracks snow, unless you're being deliberate about it.
No, I'd be like sneaky.
Okay. The gate ward is empty. I mean, there's signs of people being here before, but the buildings in particular are just still. You can see 2 bridges that kind of connect to the other parts of Hammerfast. One to the north, which kind of leads out of the city, and one that leads you in. You would all pretty much know that Hammerfast is the biggest city in all of the Vale, albeit its location is inconvenient, but it would not make much sense for you to not see anyone here. I think one thing that is clear is that to you, Ivar, you can sense spirits lingering, and you would also know that Hammerfast has a unique relationship with the spirits, but for some reason, you can only feel their presence, you cannot see them. And this is a place where normally spirits are seen and are interacted with relatively normal. It's part of the daily life.
And does this help?
See the unseen? I'll say yes. It does allow you to see the visage or like the outlines of the spirits, but for some reason it seems like they're having problems kind of like actually presenting themselves, and you don't know why.
Oops, sorry.
Shall we go to wherever their most fortified places, I guess?
Okay. As you head on deeper into the city, you would know, and it becomes a little bit more clear. Place of most importance, and as you know, Hammerfast is divided into different wards. Is likely the Spire. The Spire where all the guilds reside, and where the guilds is kind of operates the city. It's a 5-story or so spire. It is made out of this black stone. You're not too sure what it is. Clearly magical, and for the most part, it seems to have a lot of divine magic radiating from it.
I'm gonna pull up my weapons just in case. Okay. Is there any leftover tracks?
Outside?
Yeah.
Not that you can see, no. Seems like this place has been... It just has had snow cover and layer over itself for some time now.
Huh. Shall we announce our presence?
If you do, how do you do
Yeah.
so?
Or should I sneak in again? Who knows who could be inside the walls, I guess. Doesn't seem like anything here is currently going right.
Maybe give it a look. See if you can find a way to get it open.
I'm gonna sneak, and I'm gonna do the same thing I kind of did last time, like teleport onto the top of the wall or like a higher place on the wall if there's like a tower.
Yep.
My last focus pool.
I mean, the Black Spire itself, if I'm assuming that's where you're trying to enter.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one way to get in, but there's there would be like, it's just like a main entrance, but there would not be anywhere to kind of teleport on to it, especially as it is kind of sloped as well, and ice and snow. But up to you. I mean, just the door is closed.
There's like no like gate or anything to it?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Guess I can try and... Yeah, this is gonna be a magic log gate there. We can try and figure out the door, I suppose. If it's even locked.
You can be my guest and try. Are you gonna
I
try?
guess the last time I was here, was I just like brought in?
Oh no, you would have went officially.
Like I would have like entered myself, like I would have like knocked and stuff? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check to see if the door is locked.
You inspect the door and try to push it open. Doesn't seem locked, no.
I guess I'll open the door and peer in quietly. And then probably enter, seemingly, if it's clear or if there's somewhere to hide inside.
Make a thievery check for me. This will determine how quietly you do so.
Brother, I'm re-rolling that. Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay. You are going to see as you open it quietly, as to the best of your ability. As you do so, you are going to see
Excuse me.
what seems to be an entire floor, hall even, filled with one of these creatures. Is right here. Oh my god. 1 second. I need to reload my freaking...
Gee.
I don't know why this bugs out sometimes. Doesn't make much sense to me. Okay. Now it will let me do it. Okay. You are going to see what seems to be an entire floor of these. There's too many to count. I'm gonna say...
I still
hold on.
didn't see it.
No, I hold on. I'm just gonna say, Madoon, if you don't want to look, you don't have to. Just letting you know, as I get a phone call.
Right.
But it does have what might trigger you. I'm just letting you know now. But here you go. You're gonna see an entire
That's
room of these. Too many to count. These creatures with insect-like legs, and then a head of what seems to be like a drake or something. There are too many of those.
How big are they?
They are the size of a humanoid, a medium-sized
Ugh.
humanoid. But it looks to be some sort of insect-reptile hybrid that is not pleasing to the eyes.
Close the door.
Sure.
Sneak back over to the party. So I think our best course of action is to bomb the tower.
Why?
I don't even know what I just saw. Some kind of massive insect? I don't know. But, like, there was so many of them.
Insects.
Did they notice you?
I don't believe so. I think they would have come crashing through the door by now.
Sounds like a job for our druid.
They, I wouldn't even know what a dinosaur is. God damn. They had a dragon-like head, I suppose.
I'll just say you
They
can
didn't
describe
look
it to
too
your
friendly.
party, and then everyone can make a recall knowledge check to see if they know what it is.
Oh, can I do one?
Yep.
It's a Nerubian.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
It's a huma huma nuka nuka apua.
Okay.
Did mine not go?
I don't see it, no.
I don't. It keeps trying to add modifiers and then doesn't
Oops.
actually roll.
Sorry, bad fingered.
No worries. Okay. Let me see here.
I don't know.
Right. Vesper would crit succeed by default. Ryvan, you crit succeed by default. You don't need to roll. Ren would also succeed by default.
Big.
IT.
And then Ivar, if you want to know what these are, be my guest to roll. But otherwise, okay, you all basically critically succeed except for Enki. What you described to them, and you kind of all put your heads together, are that these are Kruthiks. These were magically created weapons of war by the Baal Terath, the Terathi Empire. They were made out of drakes and deformed with magic from the Nine Hells, from a burrowing insect. Eventually, when the Terathian, what the heck? The Baal Terath Empire fell, their control of these creatures diminished, and they ventured into the Underdark and multiplied and lived there ever since. They are almost, but effectively are, a hive mind creature, and are known to massacre many peoples, and are bred to be weapons of destruction as well.
Maybe there's another way through.
You all of you can make a society check.
Society check.
It's coming. I got it.
Bam.
I don't know where that went. There we go.
Good. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, so Vesper, Ren, and Enki. Well, I'm gonna say Enki. Yeah, Enki will probably know. All of you will know that Hammerfast does technically have another part of its city underground. But a lot of the people do live up as well, like where you are now, but the rest of the population would be in the underground parts, connected to where the mines are. But as you figure out what you're trying to do, it's at this point where you are going to feel a rumbling. And it is coming in all directions.
That's horrific.
And that is where we'll leave today's session.
Wow.
Cliffhanger.
That's session 66.
I cannot wait for the next one.
Session.
Man, I just wanted to find a tavern and I wanted to give Ivar this damn necklace, man.
All I'll say is maybe you would have found a tavern if you had walked normally. But that's okay. But alright. Yeah, that's session 66. You are finally in Hammerfast, but it probably isn't what you expected at all. But we will find out what happens next time.
Okie dokie.